do not beat themselves, and they make you beat them. If you give them an inch, if you give them any kind of a crack or an opening, that's when they beat you. We had to play a field position football game and not turn the ball over. We had to make third down conversions, and that's what our guys did.
You know, we all know what it's like to invite family to games and tickets and have them there before and after game, but you had a little different situation with brother on the other sidelines, mom and dad. We don't know where they were, but they were close by, weren't they?
They were close by.
How was that for you personally all week, knowing it was going to get this kind of hype?
You know, I didn't even realize what kind of hype it was going to get. I guess I didn't think about it that much. You guys are great. You're masterful. You know, you know, you think about it. And we talked to the team about this a little bit, but it's every one of us, every one of you guys who has a brother. Those silly stories that you heard, you all got the same stories, and all everybody across America's got the same stories. To me, it's what it's about. It's about family. It's about America. It's about football too. But it's about what makes us who we are, you know, as a country. And I'm glad maybe we got to be. I just feel blessed. Thankful for that football team in there too, Coach.
Sure.
Hey, John, we got to talk to your dad before the game. I don't know if you know. We pulled him aside and asked him a couple of questions. But that's what we do. Total access, that's what we do, NFL Network. But just tell us, what do you think he was going through having his two sons coaching against each other? He's used to rooting for one of you guys against an opponent. But this week,
I think it was really different because, you know, if you've got a couple guys playing, you can root for the offense or for the defense or for your guy, you know. But now you got the coach. It's really it's all or nothing proposition. You either win or you lose. I think he's over there right now with Jim. Mom and Dad are both over there, and I think that's where they ought to be, you know. I think he's 100% happy for us and 100% disappointed for them. But they got a great football team. I mean, they're coming back. They got a chance to get in the Super Bowl. They really do.
Yeah, very, very good defense. Coming into this game, Coach, and we all talked about it up here, and we know Jim, your brother, made a big deal about Alex Smith being called the game manager. How did you guys come into this game? What were your plans to stop that offense?
Well, the number one thing we had to do was stop the run, as you know, Michael. We had to stop the run. The problem is they're physical. They got Frank Gore, and they're a scheme run team. So they run every run there is, and we didn't have Ray Lewis in there. If you got Ray Lewis in there reading schemes, I think Albert McClellan played a great game. He's never played inside linebacker before in his life, okay? And you've got to read schemes in there. So our front had to dominate, and our front did a really good job of just playing good fundamental football. Then the other thing is you can't give up a big play, okay? You can't give up a big play. We gave up one big play, and that's how they got, I think, their first field goal. At least we made them go the long way on the drive right after the half, but that's pretty much the game plan.
Coach, I know T. Sizzle said you downplayed it a lot this week with the brother rivalry and only 3 games today. It wasn't a full slate like we normally have on Sunday, having one on Monday. And you really did a great job in seeing you articulate yourself. You're so polished. But I want to ask the real person,
there we go.
How was Daddy this week? Was he a little bit different?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. What did you explain that?
Yeah, explain that.
I mean, he was at home and everything, but he had to like study on his iPad.
So he studied a little more a little more than last week. And
yeah.
John. I'm a little brother. I'm a little brother. I don't have any younger brothers.
You go, girl.
That's all I wanted to do was beat my big brother at everything. Was there a part of you, and I'm sure as you guys were growing up, you never want your little brother to win. Did it come out in this competition as well?
You know, I'm proud of him. I mean, you want to win. You always want to win. The difference was this. Walking across the field, normally, I got to be honest with you, if you win, you don't really put yourself in the other coach's shoes. You compose yourself for a minute, and you shake his hand, and you're happy as can be. Walking across the field this time, it's my brother coming across the field, I'm in his shoes. You know, and I'm feeling a little bit different for him. But yeah, you want to win.
But
you always want to win.
Speak to that, though.
It may be a little bit. You know, it's like they say playing. You play a good friend. It's like they say it's like playing against your brother.
Yes.
This is playing against your brother.
Right. Yeah. Speak to that, though. Speak to the job that your brother is doing. He has done a wonderful job. Speak to that. Your thoughts on his job.
Well, you know, it's funny. I think he's a football coach. You know, and we grew up that way. You saw 2 teams playing the way Jack Harbaugh would have done it. You know, 2 teams playing good, solid football, not beating themselves. And I can't believe he's been able to go in there the way he's done without an off season, with really what ends up being a short training camp. They never even saw one of their guys until training camp started, you know. And to get that team like he's got him in the palm of his hand.
For him.
They believe in him, and they believe in what he's doing because, and Marshall, you were with him, you played with him. He's about as genuine as a guy as you're ever going to find. He's as real as a guy as you're ever going to find. That enthusiasm is real, you know? And that football team plays that way. I mean, they reflect his personality. There's no greater compliment you can give a coach. And you know what? That's my brother.
I saw the look in his eyes during warm-up that I used to see in his eyes when we played together. He getting his quarterbacks ready, throwing the ball the same way he would throw when we were getting ready. And I'm watching him, and he had that, you know, that smile like it's game time that you want to see on Jim's face. It was amazing watching him out there tonight.
Alex Smith told me before the game, he goes, how'd you grow up with this guy? How'd you stand this guy for 18 years, you know? He competes at everything, you know? So he says, we go out there, we're throwing there at John Hopkins last night, and he's got to take the first 15 throws of the practice. He said, but 15's all he's got. 16, the arm starts to go dead a little bit.
Well, again, congrats on the win, and enjoy tomorrow with your folks with their 50th. That's what an incredible
Special
day
night.
that's going to be after today too. It's pretty neat stuff there.
Yeah, what greater victory than 50 years of marriage, you know? I mean, I think we can all relate to that.
That's right. That is right.
Give him more.
Nice.
Thanks.
Good to see you here. Congrats. That's your pie, though. That's your pie. Pudding pie. And Allison, we cannot leave you out. We can't. We've got a pie for Allison as well.
Yes,
Come on.
we do.
Yes, there we go. No, there we go. There you go. There you go. Come on.
She's so cute. Look at her. Like, don't do that.
There you go. Fantastic. Allison and John Harbaugh. Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And they are heading off after a big night. The Ravens have won here. And as he mentioned, the Harbaughs are winning at home tomorrow. 50